Live. We are now live. Well, hello everyone. It's just the two of us today. Only the men are available today, and when family calls. But
Yeah.
fortunately, Agape is not available today. We will see her again on Monday. And this morning is a fantastic morning because we woke up with the snow. I hope the snow has started visiting you guys in your area.
Yeah.
Let us know where you are tuning in from if you are watching live, and let us know if you have snow in your area. And then if you are watching the replay, let us know if it's a replay and where your location is. And so today we have one of our amazing son in the ministry, son in the business. I wish Agape was here today. It would have been so much fantastic, but we will get to do the work. And I know there were some questions that going around like, oh, we only see most women, mostly women.
Yeah.
Here we are. Let us meet you. Tell us who you are. Tell your audience and our audience who you are and why did you start this business?
Hey everyone, my name is Erick, tuning live from Montreal, Canada. French, the best province in Canada, the French one, the only one French we have. And Erick Kana Mugire. I'm 37 years old. I'm married. I have two girls. And I used to work in finance, and my wife Emily work in IT. And I started this business because I want really to have freedom in terms of time. I want really to have time with my kids. Back in 2019, we get the blessing of having our first daughter, and that time I was doing like two jobs. I was juggling in my finance job in a bank and working in a shoe shop called Jean Paul Frotta here in Quebec, and I was not really available during the weekend. And my wife, she was really working full time and managing kids, and say, no, this will not work. I have to find a way. And the second reason, I'm a Christian. I'm a born again Christian, and for me, it's very important to fellowship with my church, to go in church with my wife and my kids. And back in the time, I was like my part-time job. I used to work in a shop, and during the weekend, they would say, "Okay, that's what maybe my weekend to stay home," and they say, no, someone is sick or someone's having a wedding, and Erick, you have to take you have to take off, you have to take over, you have to be there. I said, no, this will not work. So all the weekend, like I was working and not having time with my kid, my family, and say, no, 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 this have to change. That's the reason why I start really my business, to be free, to have time with my family and to have time for me, because I have a calling, I have a purpose, have the things to do. So I have to have time for that.
Yeah, I can totally relate to what you have just said because when I was still in the banking sector here in Canada, I was working a fantastic shift, which I
Mm.
did not really like, but I enjoyed it. It was the best department ever. But I was working Tuesday to Saturday. Saturday is when the kids are home, the wife is
Mm.
home, everybody's at home, but then you are going to work. And some Sundays you have to go to work. So when you said that, and I'm like, oh my goodness, guess what? At the end of the day,
Mm.
you don't want to know what happened to us. They woke
Absolutely.
up one day and said, everybody, thank you for your loyalty. You can go home now. And in your language, au revoir.
Oh, wow, exactly.
If I said that right,
That's right. Very right. Yeah, very right. Yeah, you're great.
So, so,
Great.
so we were in a situation, like what we will do now. Our main income from one side is taken away
Yeah.
suddenly. So were the conditions right for you when you started, apart from you wanting change or looking for more family time and ministry
Mm.
time? Were the conditions right when you started? Then we will go to the next question briefly.
You say the condition was right. That's the
Like
question.
when you started, were the
Yeah.
conditions right? Were the environment, maybe money or working and everything, because in our situation, I didn't have a job.
Wow.
And yeah, I didn't have a job. We moved to a
Wow.
new house. We were down to one income. We started the business. So the question to you is, were the conditions right when you started?
No, the condition was not right in because I started in 2020, and you guys who are live, we came in Canada in 2018 in June. So we were like in Canada for 1 year and a half, and back in the time, yes, we had a job. We both, my wife and I, we have a job, but we didn't even have our first car. We were like, taking public transport, and that was our first ever investment in Canada. But we decided to take that first investment, and anyway, I'm gonna be honest with you. We took like a loan because I was working in a bank. I know the conditions, and I asked them to give me money, but they didn't know what am I going to use for money. I'm going to invest in my business, and the condition was not ready in terms of money and in terms of time as well, because we are newly parents. And when you have your new parent, the first thing you know, here in this land of snow, you don't sleep very well. If you are still single, listen to me, think twice, and enjoy your time before you have kids. And that's blessing come with time management. We are career, we work, my wife is an engineer, in IT engineer, and she's really career oriented, and she's like good in her job. And I was a banker, and when you are working a bank, I used to say, when you enter in your office, but you don't know when you come back to home. So the condition was not ready in terms of money, and in terms of I'm not a tech savvy. I used to say I call him Dad Akidi. That's my the way. I'm African anyway. I say, listen, I am not tech savvy. I'm a country guy, like I used to say. I get my first my first personal computer when I was 22, and me working full time online. That was a challenge for me. That's my challenge. I don't know how to create Facebook, how to go live, how to do this. Don't talk to me about advertisement. And the second thing, I have a language barrier. Maybe today people can see me, chatting with Akin in English. Maybe they think I'm an English speaker, basically. No, I'm a French speaker. I spent 8 years in France. I learned everything in French. My bachelor's in economics and management is in French, in France, in Lyon. And I learned in a business where people speak English.
Wow.
Jesus. And my training was English. No, now this time, I think we have we can translate the training in other language. I mean, even in Yoruba, I think we have one. So that's what hard for me. That's what I used to go in the training and spend 2 hours, and I come back after nothing in my head. Say, how this am I going to do? But when you have the faith, when you can see the reward, you pay the price.
Yeah.
That's condition was not ready anyway.
Exactly. I loved how you answered that, extensively. You took us through like a long journey. Conditions were not right in terms of time, money, and language, and being tech savvy and all of that. So now, after a few years, what has been your results? What has been the journey so far? What has been your success story? Let everyone know. Okay.
So 6 months after I started business, I dropped my second job. I dropped down my second job, and after my wife delivered our second baby, I took 1 year of leave. That's very important for me. I know what I'm saying this, because for me, family is something. I grew up without my parents. They passed away when I was 8. And I told people I didn't suffer the loss of my mother, because we spent so good time, so good memories together. I have it in my head. So even if she passed when I was very young, but I still don't suffer that because she invested in me in terms of time. So for me, if I say I took 1 year, it's very important for me. That's a big success for me because I know that I'm there for my kids. Second, third, my kids went in daycare after 2 years. No one of my kids went in daycare before 2. That's very important for me. Someone say, give me your kids before 7, I'll give you a man, I'll give you a woman. Everything is done before 7. So for me, time you spend with your kid is very crucial. And that's very important for me. If you're a woman, your wife, your father, remember the love. Kids interpret love in terms of time, quality time you spend with them. It's not jewelry, it's not about gift, Christmas stuff. No, it's about time you spend with them. That's how they interpret love. And I speak from the bottom of my heart because I have been there. I know what I'm saying. So that's the third one. The result, another result, yes, I was like making 3 to 4 times my income. That's so amazing. And the other one, I have a big network from all over the world. I have Akin. When I go in Alberta, I can spend my week there, my holiday there. I don't have to pay Airbnb or hotel. I have a big network in Abuja, in Bangkok, in Hong Kong, in all the US. So that's a big worth. Someone say your network is your net worth. In terms of money, in terms of network, in terms of redeeming my time. That's very crucial. That's very crucial for me. So very important. That's what I earn. Very good.
Wow. Well, let us take it to another level now, in the sense that you know how we present our opportunities to everyone and everyone sees us and they didn't take the opportunity for any reasons, legitimate or not.
Yes.
But this morning I got a news that someone who we were discussing, myself and my wife, we were discussing as to why wouldn't people just try something else, and we usually talk about one thing that Proctor says. He says many people tiptoe through life safely just to make it to the grave, meaning that they are, let's just say, many of them are stuck, or many of them won't just, are not open to new skill and everything. But it is when something happens, their eyes are open to, what else can I do? And we were just feeling so bad that why wouldn't you just do something? Why do you have to wait for something to happen before something happens, that you want to do, So in a nutshell, what would you advise your audience, our audience, or anyone, to do this business? Or why would they do this business? Motivation, or tell them.
We have one life to live. One of my online mentor, I've never met him, his name is Dr. Myers Monroe. He passed years ago.
Many years ago. Yeah,
he said it. The most wealthy place in the world is the cemetery. Because there are people who will be singer, they didn't write the song. There are people who are maybe author, they didn't write those books. They are good preacher, they didn't write sermons, and they didn't accept the ministry. They are business people, because of the fear, because of the environment, they didn't take action. Listen to me. We born and we died. The way our life will be presented to the Lord, what did we do? When the Lord present in the Bible, when the Lord talk about the talent, the last one who have the one talent, he said, I have a fear of you, the fear of you that you want to reap where I didn't sow. And say, why did you put my money in the bank and then I will get the interest? So the fear is very dangerous. The gap between those other two servants is they didn't have fear. They took action. They invest. Your life is only for you. You are not living for other people. You are not living for what people think. You're not living for your family. You're not living for anyone else. You. How are you going to present yourself before the Lord? Or if someone have to say something on your when you die, what did they say? Did they say you live your life for the fullest, or you live just for fear? Take action today. Look inside of yourself. Are you living the life you're supposed to do? Are you living your dream? Are you going to today say, I live this my life to the fullest? I am happy for that. So please take action today. Don't hold yourself down. The world is open for your success, but the miracle happens when you obey and you take action. You obey the one who created you with big projects, and when you take action, it's a sign of obedience. So that's what I want to say. Take action, obey, the miracle will happen.
So I know you are a very, funny guy. Do you have any joke as we round up? You can say it in French or English, just so that everyone will know who Eric is. Sometimes we just wake up and Eric will send us a voice note. We will just be falling down and rolling in laughter. So, in rounding up.
No, listen to me. If you're Nigeria, you want me. You come here to make money. And if you are here, you're just surrounding around, take job, and you cannot go back in Lagos and say, we are in Europe and they don't have money. Things are going very fast. You have to make this money. Listen, I will not say something joke because this is close to my heart, because I can see how people fail or how people holding them down because they have fear to go forward. If you listen, if you want Jesus, one of women who are following Jesus and he was like having the problem with bread and stuff. People say, how you think the master is very far, you want to take master? I say, no, she don't want to understand anything. She touched just the master, the outfit of the master, and then she was really completely healed. Please, today, touch the master. Start something. This is your brother. This is your brother here. I'm so blown away when people, is this real or not really? Go for that anyway. If it's just not really, no problem. If it's really, you're lucky. You're lucky. Take action today. Take action today. Take action today. That's what I'm saying. Action.
Thank you, Eric. I know if we continue, we won't leave here, and I know we still have a strategic discussion to continue.
Yeah.
And thank you everyone for watching live. We hope we've been able to, tell you our story a little bit, and you have met Eric. And today is Friday. We will see you on Monday again with another guest. And then bye, everyone.
Thank you so much. Love you guys. God bless you.